Hi Aries, welcome. I am overwhelmed by you guys. You gave me the most views of any single monthly reading for last month. And for that, you guys are not only getting the first November reading, which will be up later, you're also getting a bonus reading. So welcome to Secret Garden Tarot. I've got a banner. Isn't this cool? Thank you guys. I am overwhelmed and humbled. Thank you so much for the support that you're giving to this channel. So let's get started. I don't know what this reading will be. If you want a guided reading, please let me know in the comments down below. If you want a love reading, a money reading, if this is your first time here at Secret Garden Tarot, you know, well, you may probably don't know if this is your first time here, that I just kind of let the cards tell the story that they want to tell. So I don't say this is going to be any particular type of reading. It just kind of is the reading that the cards want it to be. Whatever messages come through, that is what comes through. So hopefully this is just going to be just a bonus reading. Whatever you need to know right now, whenever you read this or whenever you listen to this will be the right time. It'll just be whatever comes through, and then we'll do the monthly reading a little bit later on. Thank you guys. Thank you, Aries, for all of the support. Okay, that's what we're going to get. That's what we're going to go with. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's go through these cards one at a time. Ace of Cups, which is excellent. King of Swords. Should be able to see that. The Fool. New start. New start. New start. The Hierophant. And the Queen of Cups. So I'm getting immediately this is going to be, with this Ace of Cups, a strong, maybe not love reading, but emotional reading. Because, you know, I don't like to say, this is definitely going to go in this or that direction. But let's get some clarifiers. But first of all, we have two major arcana. We have the Hierophant, which is about, can be traditional religion. It can mean corporations. It's something with a hierarchy, essentially. But then we have the Fool striking out on his own. That's what the tarot is about, is the journey of the Fool through the major arcana. So he starts out, this is new start energy. He's got his little dog. He's kind of walking off a cliff. He's just kind of minding his own business, doing his thing, going where he wants to go, not really thinking about, doesn't really have a plan. He just has, all of his things are in this little bag. He doesn't really have a plan. He is just going his own route. We do have the Queen of Cups. Can be a male or female. The cards have illustrations which are gendered, however the energy is not. This is a person who is in control of their emotions. This is a person who doesn't, it may represent a water sign. Here, let me get you a little closer to this. Can represent a water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Male or female. Again, this is a female card. It doesn't necessarily have to be a guy or a woman. It can just be a person. And the signs aren't really set in stone either. So this is a person. Perhaps this is your energy. Perhaps this is energy that is coming towards you of somebody. Her crown is shells. I never realized that. Oh, so maybe, or I don't know if you're near water or near a beach, but she has her single cup. And there is an Ace of Cups here. And she's even holding it in a very similar way. You know, that is excellent energy. So something definitely starting new that means a lot to you. It's an emotional start. Can be a romance. Maybe perhaps with a water sign. Perhaps this is something that is a, it's very close to you. It is something that you take that you hold very personal. So definitely the start of something new, especially with this energy, this Fool energy. Again, he is, if I can focus on the card, there we go. He is taking the leap of faith. He has, he's a young person or young energy, just taking the world as it is, just marching to his own beat. But then we've got these two cards. This Hierophant, which we've already discussed, he has the papal crossed keys. He's wearing the mitre. He is giving the sign of peace and blessing. So it is perhaps, whatever you're starting is getting blessed by the divine. He has his crescent necklace on, as well as the Queen does. This Queen has a very similar necklace. See, I don't know if you can see that. He's got this crescent necklace. She's wearing a crescent necklace. So this is something that is very auspicious. Whatever you are starting is very auspicious. That's very, maybe perhaps you're getting a new job. Perhaps you're finally making that leap into something of, I just don't want a desk job. I want a job that means something to me. So perhaps that. But then there is this guy, this King of Swords. He can be quite detached. He can be, as all swords are, it's air energy, it's intellectual energy. Again, the top of his suit. So he is the thinker. He is the philosopher. He is the guy that's in his head. He is the I don't want to say Svengali, but I for some reason that's the word that's coming into my mind here. But it's not really his energy. But maybe that's the energy that you are looking into or having. I read swords as the removal of, well, essentially removing bullshit. They cut away what is not necessarily for you. They cut away the clouded thoughts. They cut away the incorrect information. They cut away all of that, and you are left with a clear space. So let's get some clarifiers. Pardon me a moment. How do you like my little scarecrow? It is fall after all. All right, so let's use the Mocha Tarot for the clarifiers. We'll move the rest of the Morgan Greer deck, and we'll put these out. And we'll see what wants to come out. This might be, I know, I just heard the word marriage. And again, that would lead into, perhaps this is something that you've been thinking about for a while. Perhaps you are considering, we are coming into proposal season. Hierophant could absolutely represent a traditional church, a traditional organized religion, fresh start with a partner, new emotional starts. So that could represent that. If that is something that you have been thinking about doing, it certainly would be an auspicious time to do that. It traditionally is a little bit of a, it is kind of that Thanksgiving holiday season when people do tend to couple up. All right, so 2 cards have already fallen out. We have the Empress, and she's all about the divine feminine. She's all about the harvest. She is Is she pregnant in this version? She's, in most cases, she is pregnant, but not in this particular one. She has the female symbol. There's a heart there. So yeah, maybe this is a, you know, maybe we're leaning in that direction, Aries. We also got the Three of Pentacles. Building a solid foundation. Two have become three. And you're building something. You're putting some effort into, you know, something that has some weight to it. Something that has some staying power. They're building this window for this church in this particular card. You can see the architect. You can see the artisan. You can see maybe an apprentice. This person here, because it's a different color robe. So definitely a, maybe it isn't. Maybe it is a, maybe, let me take a closer look, or maybe I should put my glasses on. Yes, it's Three of Pentacles. So in this is the Muka Tarot, so it's only two people, but here's the architect and the artisan. In some cases, there is a third person here who is, you know, perhaps the proprietor of whatever it is they're building. This looks like a church to me. So yeah, I'm thinking this is something that you're building some permanence towards. So perhaps a long-term relationship, if it's not a marriage, but definitely something long-term and something stable. There's a lot of new starts here. We have the Fool, the Ace, and then we're moving up. Both of these cards are three, so that's growth. I'm liking this. I'm liking this, Aries. I'm kind of, and this is just the bonus reading. We haven't gotten to the November reading yet. All right, another Ace, another Wand. I like to think of the Ace of Wands as the match off of the matchbook, or the little box of matches. This particular guy doesn't already have his flame. He is ready for striking. And then we have the Tower. So not necessarily a bad card. It is a sudden card. It is kind of out of the blue energy. As you can tell, this isn't really a particularly rainy or stormy night. They just have been hit by lightning. So it's not, you know, it has knocked the crown off of the Tower. So maybe you're getting ready to have somebody knock your socks off, and it is leading to this. I'm actually going to do your November reading in a few minutes. So I'd like to see where this story goes, Aries. And maybe if you wanted to view this as part one for the energies of November, this doesn't have a time frame to it. But I'm looking forward to doing your reading for November now. So I think you were about to get your socks blown off there, Aries, at some point. Thank you again. I am so wonderfully thankful to have been part of this community. I love talking to you guys. I love interfacing with you and chatting with you. And you have such interesting things to say. And we'll see where our community grows and how fast our little garden community grows. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you next time, Aries. I'll see you in a minute. Bye.